String of errors that led to the killing of 7 aid workers has drawn outrage across the world. This is what the IDF says happened on Monday, the 1st of April. A map they have provided us shows at 10 p.m, 8 lorries of aid from the World Central Kitchen move from their pier to a warehouse in Deir al-Balah. The aid workers are following in 3 vehicles, travelling south down this coastal road in Gaza. The IDF claims at 28 minutes past 10, a drone operator spots an armed individual on top of one of the lorries. He's seen opening fire, it's thought, to keep a crowd back. The convoy continues to the hangar, where they drop off 100 tonnes of aid. It's at this point the group splits. One vehicle heads north, carrying men believed to be armed. The 3 cars carrying the aid workers head south, back to the coastal road. It's here when the IDF says a drone operator mistakenly believes one of the passengers is carrying a weapon. The first missile hits at 11:09 p.m. 2 passengers are seen running out. At 11:11, a second missile is launched without additional order to strike. It hits the second vehicle and pierces through the charity's logo on top of the car. The IDF calls this a grave mistake. Some of the passengers are still alive and they run towards the third vehicle. 2 minutes later, the IDF says a third and final strike hits the remaining car and all 7 aid workers are killed. The vehicles were travelling through a deconflicted zone. Sky News analysis has verified where the vehicles were in the aftermath of the attack, here highlighted in yellow. These are different and further apart compared to where the IDF says the strikes took place. These are still so many unanswered questions, though, including who was travelling in which car and why they fired on vehicles that didn't contain the suspected armed person. The IDF says they are responsible for the deaths, which include 3 British nationals. The United States, Israel's biggest ally, says they need to proactively protect and aid civilians or risk a change in US policy. These are the new routes that Israel has agreed to open. Shipments will now be allowed to come in via the port of Ashdod and enter Gaza through Karim Shalom and Erez crossings, all of which have been closed since October the 7th. Movement that's all been prompted by events this week. But when they'll be open and how long for, we're yet to know.